Let's go.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's public YouTube live stream here from Pro Traders Launch with Mezzochronos and Paul. How are you guys? And myself.
Hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. I'm great. Thanks, Michael. Superb. Thank you. Yes.
Nice. Let's see, everyone else. Please give us a like and let us know if you can hear and see us clearly. And we
Thumbs
wait
up,
another
thumbs
few
up.
more minutes. Yeah, that's a good one. Always some thumbs up. And
Thumbs up
if we
always.
get some
Appreciate
feedback,
it.
we can start and dive right into it. So that would be great to know. Paul, is my screen up?
It is indeed. Yeah, we can see you loud and clear.
Wonderful, wonderful.
BTC USD.
Very great. And I will dive into Bitcoin here. We will have some action, I think, in a few minutes. Paul, what is the action all about?
So today we've got some the average hourly earnings, non-farm employment change, and unemployment rate today to give us some heads up on how the Fed, what sort of job the Fed's doing on its trying to pare back inflation. This just gives us some indication as to how well they're doing the job and whether they will need to increase interest rates, and obviously that has a negative impact on the markets. So yeah, this is what we're watching for today. We're watching for these figures to be hopefully the Fed's doing its job and taming inflation. Hopefully.
Yeah.
However, the market can be totally unpredictable. We might see some good figures and a load of volatility, but let's see what happens.
Yeah, interesting. Let's see here. We got a few minutes ago here, we got quite a push up in open interest. So let us see what that tells us here and in which way it goes. We are in a really interesting spot with Bitcoin because you can see here we've been ranging for quite a while now locally. And it's getting tighter and tighter. So we could get a nice move here overall. We got some liquidations all over the place on the long side, also on the short side, on the rises. So that played out very well. But you can see that the range overall is like tightening. We're putting in a small triangle here. We will see if we can get some aggression here today over the next few minutes live on the session. Again, if you are new here or joined, just ask questions here on YouTube, or you can join our free Discord anytime and we can go over your questions also there. But let's see so far what happened. Basically, we got a really nice reaction yesterday on the VWAP close for a short. This was also paired with a perfect speed of waves alert. You can see here, if we zoom in a little bit, perfectly at the high, we get aggressive longs. We got some liquidations into it, and from there we got a reversal so far. We are also long from this low here that we played out or managed to map out on Tuesday during New York Open session. I can show that to everyone just to get a view what we're doing on the live session. So the idea on the live session was to take the liquidity here. We also had some volume profile that was not so beautiful, and we got a nice push from that. I think so far, 5.25% on the long scalp. Everyone took profit with us already here on this resistance where we are right now. You can see here, if we look on the higher time frame and check out the dailies, we had some resistance built up here, basically with all the daily candles supporting this level, and so far we are not yet above it. So on the higher time frame, this is a really important resistance that we are up on against, but we also have some other really important resistance right above us. So if you remember, over what was it, quite a few months ago already, I mapped out the range with you here also on the public streams. Basically, we were live around this time here, and I told you the range for the upcoming months will be basically defined by the upper cluster and by the lower cluster here. So far, you can see how well it played out overall here with quite some taps on the range. And we lost it quite impulsively then here at the end. And if we extend the range now, we are still below the range. You can see how well the range played out. I'm not even thinking about the top of the range yet, because for some bullishness, I need to see this range reclaimed. So far, you can see get out of it, back tested, and perfect dollar back tests too here quite a few times. And also here a few days ago through it, but we did not manage to close above it any time, and we are still here below it. So If I want to see higher, first we need to go into this range again, reclaim it, and then we can trade it safely to the upside. For sure, if you caught the long here with us during a live session, you're in pretty safe hands now because we literally caught the low here pretty well. And if you took the short here from the VWAP close, you can also see it here on the lower time frame. We got some really nice reaction here locally on a very small time frame for a scalp, but also here the VWAP close from the Monday the 24th. If we extend it, we got some really nice reaction into that. So really good on both sides with longs and shorts here, and we are still here in this local range. So overall, we need to reclaim a level. I would still like to take out, let's see, if we take the range away, we know that is our resistance. So if we get a push up towards it, we can look for shorts. If we are getting some bearish CBD and if we find some other levels, let's quickly see if we missed something. Price is moving. Where is it going? We are getting some aggressive longs in here. Let's zoom out. Let's not forget the picture. We are still overall, you see here, a bit of aggressiveness here with our cumulative speed of waves alerts. But overall here, nothing all too crazy yet. I would like to see a candle similar to the one here on this high. And then we could consider a scalp short here. But so far, you can see here, open interest is also pushing up crazily. So we got the push up with the positive open interest so far. But we did not get all too much aggression. We can see also here overall more aggression to the downside. Shorts coming in more aggressive, negative delta all across the exchanges. So Bybit and Binance, USD and USDT basically getting more aggression here. Also here again now, more aggression to the downside. So we could see another push to the upside right now, in my opinion. So let's see where we are at. Also here, we have some nice clusters that we backtested and tapped. So the clusters were also shared inside the launch. You can see here basically 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 really nice held us up. And then we created some clusters on the drop. You can see how well it was basically here deviated away from it, pushed up again. We created another one here below, and then we broke through it, got to the upper cluster here, rejected, got back to the lower cluster, and then we took off again. So again, here we get another cluster. Let's mark that one out. It is also not the biggest one, but you can still see how well it basically holds the price here to the upside. So we got aggressive shorts with some negative delta in here. And as long as this one holds us, I'm looking for a little bit higher locally. And we can look for shorts if we get back up to the higher levels. But let's see, Paul, do you have already any news from what's
so
happening?
some pretty steady data that's come through on the jobs data. Slightly higher than expected increase in wages. So not good for inflation, but yeah, pretty much there, to be fair. Jobs report was 187,000, expected 200,000, previously 209,000.
Yeah.
So nothing crazy, nothing too far out of the range. Maybe
gold is moving like crazy.
So what's happening there then? Sorry, I'm not watching.
Gold is moving like crazy.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You want to share your chart and go over gold?
Yeah, let's have a look at your. Let's have a look.
We can take a look if you want.
What are you expecting?
So yeah, for gold, we kind of had a plan of looking for that lower point of control, the whole range, which we kind of just tapped, and this was perfect. Where I got that point of control was basically take out the whole range here that we got for a year, two, and you can see where the most volume is accumulated. So the point of control of this whole range. And this was something I was really waiting for, a larger trade. And as you can see, I mean, on gold, we also had that daily support level with confluence of the point of control. And yeah, this was just nicely tapped. Of course, I did take profit, but yeah, this was a 0.5% trade. What am I looking at next on gold? Maybe a small hint. We have made a range. We just took out the lower part of the liquidity for the whole range. but we do have a massive amount of liquidity still resting above the range that gold was chopping here lately people out. One thing to again pinpoint is we did have a lower trend line. As you can see, 3 taps, really nice support. So 1, 2, 3. And this is the trend line hasn't been back tested, and we do have this liquidity above us. So a potential scalp that I'm seeing here currently is if we make a move like this, we can potentially get that short, maybe not that low, but at least move into the point of control of the range. So this is one option. The next level that I'm looking is a little bit again on higher time frame, and it does consist of a nice 12 hourly order block with a nice smaller breaker which is on the 4 hourly. So we got nice confluence, not even that much, I mean not that big area, but if we do something like this, just maybe reject here a little bit, get that scalp, come back above, make again retail think we are kind of getting back into the bigger trend line, go back, make that fake out, and then maybe continue the trend. So this is one option, and we are, as I said, below big resistance. If we go back above this area, then of course I'll be looking for that back test and pushing it higher. So we were forming here a potential wedge. Maybe I can even lower this, so something like this maybe. Having that potential wedge, we might have just fake out here. We might just do this, maybe push out here, make that back test, come back up, and if you get the characteristic that we are looking at the breakout of the order block, then of course we will look for that potential back test and looking for that potential long. So this scenario might even play out, and we might reject a little bit from the trend line, from the wedge, back test the order block. And yes, as you all know, we do have also potential here. What I am seeing on gold is a big head and shoulder. So shoulder, head, and the next shoulder. We got this neckline, which perfectly on the 12 hourly, you can see no candle closes. And it's kind of would be nice to get a little bit of that liquidity grab and then maybe continue down lower. Or, but yeah, this is again, or if we do go higher, then we of course have those 3 equal highs here, which we might then on take out, but level to level, first break me some resistance, back test it, claim it's a support, and then we can kind of look for those potential trend continuation. But for now, this is something I'm really looking forward. Like gold is really nice to trade, and yeah, if somebody is trading gold, I think this idea is pretty awesome. Just in my opinion, the market makers are making some nice price action for us to trade. So that's probably it from my side. What I have on gold. What's happening on Bitcoin side? Do you want me guys to continue, or
Please,
does
yeah,
anyone?
it's great to see you. Yeah, please do.
So, do you want me to continue with kind of
Yeah, if you want to,
my
if you've got
theory, or
something else to do, yeah, go for it. Yeah, go for it. So, and
okay.
then after that, I'll do ES.
So yeah, I would maybe like to go over a little bit on DXY, and then of course on Bitcoin. If Michael, if something interesting pops up on order flow, please do
Yeah.
stop me.
So far, just some chopping up and down. We did not get any reaction yet. Nothing I would trade here locally. We're still getting aggression on both sides, creating some really ugly candles. So nothing I'm interested in right now. But I will disrupt you as soon as we get some nice aggressive longs or sells into one of our levels.
Okay. Thanks you. Okay,
You're
on
welcome, man.
DXY, yeah, this one is a little bit more cleaner and safer to trade, just in my opinion. So what I was looking at for some sort of reclaim was, as if we go on lower time frame, we had here a perfect channel. So you got the upper part, the top part of the channel, you got the lower trend line, and this was something for me. If you want to reverse the trend, I really like to see us come back into that channel and continue. So if we would break this channel, yeah, but we didn't. So we really tapped it like to the dollar really perfectly and then continued the trend lower and made lower lows, which yeah, just doesn't feel like some I don't feel that strength from the US dollar, but we'll see again once some support is reclaimed again. We do have that retail support SR here. We did come back, we did back test it, so for now we are reclaiming some resistance. What I'm here keeping an eye on again is this potential wedge again on DXY. So for me, again, also we have a 3-day order block here, and then lower daily one here. We do have a smaller 12-hourly forming, but this is still 10 hours to the close, so still not confirmed in my opinion. But I will be patiently waiting. So an idea which I could see here forming is maybe backtesting here, backtesting again the big trend line, the big channel low, maybe getting some small scalp from that 12-hourly if it is formed. But then I would really like that push. If we see this support reclaimed, then I would really like to see that mid channel with the 3-day order block coming back down maybe, and then we are getting inside that channel. And if we do start to just reclaim as a support, then I could see the upper channel. Or if we break the the 3-day order block, we could again break from the channel, backtest the 3-day order block, and just continue the trend. So we would break that market structure with this, so creating a little bit of those higher highs in this range. And yeah, that's when I will get some more confidence, like, okay, we might break the trend. We do have massive imbalances here. And again, our level, I don't see any bigger support here. So if we do reclaim this, as I said, this 3-day order block is key for me. If we do break it like this, keep on support, break it down, backtest it, then I don't see here any massive support. Massive resistance. Maybe we get some retrace down the way, but yeah, until the upper level, this could be a quick run of 5%. So this is massive. It's not gonna happen tomorrow, or it might even not happen. But level to level is how we learn here to trade. We must have an idea, but we will trade the reactions, and of course once we hit our levels of interest. So this is something really I'm looking on DXY. If somebody is trading it, mark these levels. Of course I will be looking at them, especially once they are hit. That's kind of it from what I see on DXY. Do you want me guys to continue also on Bitcoin, or do you want me to pause a little bit?
Give us a quick one on Bitcoin. Give us a little bit on quick.
Go
Let's
for
see
it.
first. We have 90 people in here watching, so thanks for joining us. If you leave us a like or a thumbs up, that would be much appreciated.
Thumbs up, guys.
Yeah, and then let's we'll continue quickly on Bitcoin, and we can hand it over to Paul. We still did not get much
I will just
action
quickly,
so far.
we'll just quickly go on Bitcoin. So what we did have again in this week, again, also Michael said we did have nice resistance here. Again, what did we have? We had the 3-day order block, same as on DXY. We had the lower liquidity pool with the order block that we had, and the plan was also look for those high time frame candle closes above the support area, and this was kind of our trigger. As you can see, even on the 30-minute, I think we didn't have any closes below. Nicely, liquidity got grabbed, we closed above, and this was our entry trigger, especially with a lot of open interest and a lot of liquidations below here. So nice triggers. What I'm here looking at currently are two levels. So there are two scenarios I kind of would like to see. One is this 8 hourly above us order block, and one is below us, 28. We do have a lot of other ideas, other confluence, but I will be quick. So we do have a ton of lower highs. So as you can see, this is like a parabola here, and it would not surprise me if we just from out of nowhere made this move and continue back down. Same as if we look at past history, same was here. You got so many lower highs, and you got that insta pump out of nowhere once we took out that liquidity, and then just drop again. Insta pump, drop. So I could see this happening. So might first step the lower part, take out the liquidity, then go up for the upper one, and then continue the trend down. So we will see. But these are kind of quick, fast TAs, so other pro traders may talk and not just me the whole session. So
Nice. Let's
No,
go.
it's
Good
you
one,
can
good
go
one. We
ahead.
got some more live.
good
We
to
can
hear it.
hand it over to Paul eventually. What do you say?
Okay, yeah, happy to jump on very, very quickly. I'm going to run over my ES ideas and just a bit of history on the ES. What we're getting at the moment is, again, not too much volatility. I'll just stick my screen up. I'm just going to chuck this up, guys, for those that are thinking of joining. Back in October 22, at the lows on the ES, I was looking for a 45-40 rally, which we've got and tapped, and I was looking for this harmonic to play out, which is a bearish harmonic, meaning that when we get to this area here, we should hopefully drop. So I've been patiently waiting for this trade for quite some time, and as you can see now, guys watching, we have actually got up to this area, and I'm still looking for this valid trade to play out at the moment. On the ES. So at the moment, whilst we're just getting a bit of volatility, we're moving a 0.25% up and down, or 0.5% up and down at the moment. Very normal for this type of reaction. So the wages, so the jobs data, just very quickly was, US economy was adding 187,000 jobs versus an estimate of 200,000 jobs. So yeah, I mean, it's not a crazy wide figure. Essentially, so this is what we've got, what I showed before on my Twitter feed from back in October. We are at the top of this D, which means that we should be looking down for B and potentially lower on the ES. So at the moment, obviously this is high time frame. I'm just going to zoom into the hourly chart. We have currently this channel forming from the top of my harmonic. Obviously, harmonics don't have to hit to the cent. You have to allow a little bit of leeway. So, with this, I'm hoping this is a channel that's forming. So, the validation of this channel will be obviously moving up and down inside this channel to move down slowly. So, the short, so I'm basically looking for a lot lower. And what we also do have in this vicinity is a very important Fibonacci time, which we can talk you through in Pro Traders Lounge and cover these aspects of trading in Pro Traders Lounge and how to use them in conjunction with Fibonacci levels. So yeah, basically looking for a lot lower on the ES, and currently we've had a decent move down, and from the highs down a few percent now, and obviously looking for a lot lower. That's on the ES. Just very quickly, I'm also going to just jump across to the to Bitcoin and my idea on Bitcoin. Essentially on Bitcoin, I'm looking for lower. I'm looking for something like this to play out, very similar to what Nico was saying before, to be fair. A bit of a drop and a pullback, potentially a push back up, squeeze some of these people down here, push back up, and then a further drop. But this is just an idea I've literally had before we come live here, and what I'm thinking of, because we seem to have created this really nice rising wedge, in my opinion. There's nothing to say that we can't come up and take the highs again and drop, here potentially. So, push up to, I think this is the area that Nico was looking at, basically. It's 31.1 area, and then potentially drop from there. That's also part of my plan. This has been a very bearish plan from now, but then a slightly more bullish plan will be to push up and then come down for me. That's potentially what I'm looking for, have been for a while. Although whilst we continue to sort of drip down, I do see that this could gain. I'm just going to go and move into lower time frame, just quite simply. I do think that, if we do just keep dripping down, which we're doing at the moment really slowly, obviously this will gain some momentum because there are an awful lot of people trapped in longs above us. With that, a lot of the volumes up here, and these I don't think have been squeezed out properly yet, and I do think as we start to slowly move down, they will be squeezed out. We'll get basically a long squeeze pushing us down. That's my opinion as to what I think is going to happen with Bitcoin in the coming days and the ES. So yeah, that's me, guys. That's my opinion. Do you have any more data coming through, Michael, or anything else to
you can switch it over.
Yeah, of course.
You can switch it over again. I'll quickly sum up everything we said. Again, guys and girls, leave us some like here. We appreciate it a lot. And we were here when the session started. We got those crazy wicks here going on. You can see that we got more sells than longs. As I mentioned before, I would like to see a small push up here. We got a small push already. Not too much action, actually. We got a huge increase in open interest here, cumulative open interest across all the exchanges. And we are also seeing open interest rising so far. CBD is also rising. So that would also lead me to think we would get another push up. And this would also lead me to look for a short higher up. So definitely, again, zooming out here, very tight range locally. We are not trading anything in the middle of the range. You can see here also today's range, just looking at the chart again and measuring very high to low. We are, what is it? Wow, 0.2% range. That is a joke. So we really need to see some action for some good actionable trade. And as I remembered, or I mentioned earlier, we took this long here because we wanted to take out a very ugly volume profile. We still have the possibility to do that now here. So if we look at it now here in a very simplistic manner to the lower side, we can see here that we have some unfinished business at this low that we did not backtest yet. We still have a cluster in the same region. So if we get a long down here, for sure at the range lows, we are looking for longs. And contrary to the upside, there is some levels that I mentioned earlier. I think we got a question also on YouTube around where the upper cluster is. For me, the cluster is basically the same cluster that already divided basically the upper range that we have here. Let's take the volume profile off so we are not getting disturbed by that. The range that we had on the upper side, and this is the biggest resistance for me. And that would also be the first area where I would look for shorts. For sure, we've tested it already once, twice, 3 times, now 4th. We went through once. If we get back up to this region, 29,700, we also have a daily up there, freshly printed. This would be the first area for me to look for a short trade locally, and then it could bring us on the higher time frame down to Paul's levels. We are bullish and bearish. We are always trading what the charts are giving us. Hello to everyone in the chat. Quickly, also going over what we are doing inside the launch. For everyone that is new here, you can join us. You will get low time frame updates, high time frame updates. You will get Elliott wave updates. You will also get stock updates here on gold, silver, basically everything that someone can trade. Forex, a lot of Forex in there, and also altcoins. You can also get updates there, and you can also follow those and get notifications on the updates. We got a great community in there sharing their thoughts and having a good time in general chat. So whenever you have some time, check out our website, sign up to Pro Traders Launch, and we will continue our stream in there because we have New York Open coming up very soon, and that is one of our best live trading sessions we have in the Pro Traders Launch. You can also see this trade here on Tuesday given out where we longed basically the low with some aggressive sells into it for a really nice 5% push here. And we are now looking for some shorts on resistance. Or if we get back down, so I'll mark out my two scenarios. We will see if we have some more questions here locally. Let me quickly check out if something happened here. Not yet. If we zoom out again here, you see cumulative speed of waves alerts here, exactly giving each low and each high. Or something with the loading is a little bit lagging. Let me see if I can get that back sorted. But if we look here at the higher wicks of the cumulative wave alerts that we got, you can see here very nice low, another very nice low, exactly at the low, aggressive shorts, we get a super nice push. And then again here, aggressive shorts, we get a push to the upside. And here at the highs, an aggressive longs showing up, and we get a push to the downside. So far, the shorts are still overall more aggressive. If we zoom out even further, we can see that we have way more and way bigger wicks to the downside. So that leads me to think that whenever we get aggressive shorts at the lows, they're getting squeezed immediately. And that is also what happened over the last few weeks. Here you can see again here, aggressive shorts into the low, we get a nice push, aggressive shorts into the low, we get a nice push, and so on. You can see a really nice pattern here with shorts being more aggressive, but they're always getting squeezed too. So if we are getting an opportunity for a push a little bit higher, I would like to see the daily around 29,700 and the cluster that we have around this level tap. And that is the first area where I'll be looking for a short. So the scenario is basically a move to the upside, getting into this region of the cluster for a short trade. And if we continue to drop here, I'll be monitoring this low here because as mentioned earlier, we have a really nice, some unfinished business here at the daily value and the volume profile. Basically, we have
Michael.
We lost Michael. Okay.
Looks like Michael went on vacation earlier.
Okay.
You can pop up the screen on my.
Do you want me to?
end
Yep,
on
of course. I'll just jump over to Nico. Let's have a look and see what you've got, mate.
I'll just quickly talk about. I mean, Michael already said like we have really nice, smooth website, and just so you know, I'm not bragging about that gold point of control which we just currently tapped. I would like to show you a bit of yesterday's close session. So again, this was the day before we hit it today. I was talking about here, though, you can see on the screen, you can see the point of control that I was looking at. And I don't think you can hear it, but yeah, this was an area of my main long position I was looking at. So you can see it's here on the website. I'm not doing this now or having some cut video or I don't know what. So all the live sessions, we do have them here in the live session section. So you can see all the library, what's coming next. You can see all the past videos, so all the altcoin sessions, stock and forex, Elliott wave, everything your trading heart desires, it can get in the Pro Traders Launch. So
Yep.
Also I had a question if I'm using order flow for gold. So yeah, we have a template with nice confluences volume wise, especially where we do have some nice triggers for our longs, our short entries. And yeah, I mean, you should ask the members, but they're really excited with this template. Again, a lot of confluence you can have on bias to where the price action should go, volume wise, where you have the high volume areas, what's the kind of aggressive shorts, aggressive longs. This is spot, but you have also CME, so the futures, you can see liquidations and so on and so on. So I like to trade with price action to mark my levels, order block wise, imbalances, but in the end, I really hardly like to trade without order flow because it just gives me that last touch and everything on how to use these tools. We did lessons, and as I mentioned, hop on in, pump up the likes, of course, and whoever wants to learn this stuff, it's not that hard, but you do need a good mentor, good lesson videos, so you can speed up the process and see what works in the market, and not maybe learn stuff that don't work, because we here are traders and we have been years in the market and we made our strategies and we are kind of selling those lessons. Once you come in the PTL, of course, you have everything free. So yeah,
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
quick update. I don't know if Michael is back.
Yeah,
He's there.
Hola,
Discord reached out.
Michael.
Like, I'm not even on the boat right now. I have optic fiber with super speed, so I don't know what happened here with Discord.
You
But
stick to your boat, man.
anyhow, yeah, my boat is better connected.
Nice, nice.
But yeah, I think we can sum it up here quickly and jump back into everyone's price action in New York Open inside the Pro Traders Lounge.
Absolutely. Yep. Be fantastic.
Nice.
It's time for super. Thank you guys. Thanks.
Cool.
Come and join us, and we'll say bye for now, I guess, and go back into the lounge. And thank you all for taking part. I'm gonna say goodbye, and
Thanks for tuning in.
thank you,
Yeah,
everybody.
Bye.
have fun.
Listening.
Have a great day. Trade safely. Bye bye.
Bye bye.
Bye, guys.
Over and out, guys. All done.